Hey guys, it's Ian Preston here on my first channel, Ian Preston, and got some sad news for you guys. It happened yesterday, and I learned about it last night. Apparently, the voice of Sheen Estevez from Jimmy Neutron, and from um, also, excuse me, he voiced Pip from Barnyard. He voiced Pip from Barnyard. He sadly has died yesterday in the early morning, and I learned about it last night. So, apparently, I looked up how he died. He was born Saturday, May 3rd, 1975, it says, and then died Wednesday, December 10th, 2025, at age 50. And I know how he died. His cause of death was from, I guess he had some serious medical issues. And from hospital stays, he had like a brain aneurysm in the springtime of this year. He had a brain aneurysm in the springtime of this year, and then he eventually late November, I think he had to go to the hospital because he was having some difficulty breathing, and I think and then eventually I think he suffered a stroke or something in spring or something. I don't remember, or was it in November? I don't know, but he suffered a stroke. He had brain aneurysm in spring 2025 of this year, and then spring 2025. I think I got it right. Yeah, spring of this year, 2025, and then eventually he suffered pneumonia in late November. He had I think he had to. Okay, let me start over. So in spring of 2025, he had brain aneurysm, which was spring of this year, and then eventually late November he was hospitalized because he had pneumonia, and then he managed to get discharged because he improved from the pneumonia, and then in December, like sometime this week or something, I think he had to go to the hospital again because then he had trouble breathing, and then eventually his lung collapsed eventually this week, and then he had to go on life support, and then eventually I guess he just wasn't getting any better, and then I guess it must have been his time or something. So his family just decided to, like, I don't know, just go ahead and let him go because we don't want him to suffer anymore. And he died early morning in Southern California in the hospital. He was such a he really did a good job voicing Sheen and Pip, and I remember always thinking Sheen was funny and he would make me laugh as a kid. And Pip was funny too. Pip the mouse from Barnyard, and Sheen did a really good. I mean, Jeff did a really good job voicing Sheen, and he also was. It looked like he's a Lakers fan because grew up in California, and then he also he did marry someone, but then they got divorced. But they did have two kids, and I just really feel for his family. This morning I was praying for his family and hoping that he's at peace. But it did say he did mention about. It did say somewhere that I looked it up, and it said he did mention something about being religious, having faith, and I think discussing open faith and all. But so I think he was a believer, but he was a comedian too, and I think he was pretty funny. It's just it sucks that he's not with us anymore. The one thing is Jeff Garcia is not with us anymore. Um, but hang on a sec. I think I have a Sheen action figure somewhere. I still have. Here it is, guys. Yep, this is my Sheen action figure. Anyway, I did want to mention that. I did want to mention about this in the video. It just sucks that he's gone, and he did a good job voicing Sheen and Pip. No, I do not have a Pip toy, but I think he might be at peace since he mentioned something about discussing faith or something. But I did all my prayers go to him, hoping he's at peace, and my prayers go to his family as well. Family, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry for your loss, Garcia family, and also thank you so much, Jeff, for voicing. If you hear me right now, thank you for voicing Sheen and Pip, and please, I'm sure if he made it to heaven, I'm sure one of my grandmothers probably is happy to meet him because I know she liked to see me watch Jimmy Neutron, and also she took me and her husband and took me and my cousin to see Barnyard when we were kids. It was a blast, and she loved it, and she remembers how he voiced Pip. But other than that, drop a like if you guys are gonna miss Jeff Garcia, and if you guys liked seeing him voice Sheen and Pip growing up. And I want to say thank you guys for watching, and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, check out um, Ian Preston reviews, or just my second channel. Link will be in the description. And yeah, may Jeffrey Garcia rest in peace. Thank you so much, Jeff, for doing everything you did to voice Sheen and Pip. And but anyway, thank you guys for watching this, and please drop a like if you guys miss him. But anyway, it's just kind of sad because he was someone from my childhood that voiced childhood characters. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Love you all.